There is a facade of control in our lives. Before a day even begins, we get to build this thinking that we actually control our lives. I can I can set an alarm clock on my cell phone that tells me what time I plan to wake up, and I can control when I wake up then. I can even control the music that I wake up to. I wake up, I control what I put on to wear that day, I control what I eat for breakfast. I think we need to be more thankful for this. We actually get to control the temperature that we set our houses at, so we get to control the environment that we live in. I get to walk into my room here and I get to control the lighting in this room. Do I want a soft yellow tone? Do I want a white tone with my LED light? Then I sit down and I can make plans for the day. And because I'm a planner, I will probably even make plans farther out through the week and next few days. And in the back of my mind, there are plans about what I want to do for the summer and places we should go. And farther down life, what life will look like in the next stages. And many times, our facade of control works. The alarm clock goes off and we controlled what time we were going to wake up. Whether we liked it or not, we controlled it. Other than that rare day the furnace breaks or the air conditioning unit breaks, we control the temperature in our houses. The day's plans often happen the way we planned them to happen. They work exactly how we put them on the calendar to work. But all of that is a facade. And this is where James 4 comes in. James 4 verse number 13 reads, "Come now, you who say, today or tomorrow we will go into such and such a town and spend a year there and trade and make a profit." So the guy makes his plans. He plans when he's going to leave. He plans where he's going to go, such and such a town. He knows what it is. How long he's going to be there, spend a year. What he's going to do, he's going to trade. And the result of all that, a profit. Now, James, though, continues on. You don't know this. You don't know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? For you are a mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes. James pushes back and says, you've made all these plans, but you actually don't know the future. You're not the one in control. Your life's a little puff for a little time and then it vanishes. Instead, verse number 15, you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that. This is why I say we have a facade of control. We put so much of planning into our lives that we think that we can somehow control every element in our lives, when in reality, we don't. Now, I want to be clear. I don't think James is condemning the fact that the guy made plans. There's nothing wrong with making plans. If you go to the Apostle Paul, Paul makes plans. He says, okay, so I'm going to go to this city, and then I'm going to take this offering, I'm going to go to Jerusalem, and then I'm going to go to Rome. These are all the plans I have. And I don't think that James is condemning the making of profit or wealth. We see this in other places of Scripture. It's not wrong to have this. What James is condemning is the heart root thinking that believes that what we plan is concrete because we're the ones in control of our lives. We're not. Verse number 15, if the Lord wills, we will live. If it is even God's will, I will live tomorrow. If it's God's will, I will do this. If it's God's will, I will do that. James is saying our thinking needs to be corrected, that God has the will and He is the one in control. So much of our lives right now have shown how little control we have. I'm struck right now, this summer I had plans, lots of plans. Plans for education, plans for projects to do, plans for family vacations, plans for a 15-year anniversary trip. I had plans. And I would safely say all those plans are gone. Places I want to go are closed, borders are closed, education trips are canceled. All the plans are gone. And there's part of this so frustrating because you feel like you've put in all the plans and they're perfect plans and you want to do exactly what you plan to do. But they weren't God's will. Because I have to come back to say, if it's the Lord's will, we'll do this and that. If it's the Lord's will, I'll even live tomorrow. Now, I want to make sure we correct our thinking. I don't think the phrase "if the Lord's will" is supposed to be some magic phrase that we attach to everything we say about future tense things. If the Lord wills, we'll have spaghetti tonight. If the Lord wills, I'll go to bed around 10:30 tonight. If the Lord wills, I will do this tomorrow. We would be an annoying person if every time we're talking about making plans with somebody else, we keep on throwing in the phrase "if the Lord wills." And we don't see that when Scripture, when other people make plans. What is needing to be corrected is not so much our vocabulary, but our thinking. We are not in control of our lives. And there are times where God brings situations into our lives to remind us how little control we actually have in our life. In our temperature-controlled, time-controlled, schedule-making life, so often we get lulled into thinking that we are the ones in control. We're not. God is the one in control. And so the struggle we have to do then is to make the plans, but understand the one that is in control is God. Therefore, we trust God with the future. He's the one in control. And his plans are good. In all honesty, I'm rather bummed with my summer plans being canceled. I've had a hard time with it. I have had a hard time with the fact that I can't make plans. I want to say, fine, these plans are canceled, so let's make these plans. There's no way I can do that. But it's a good spot for me to be in, because it's a constant reminder to me that in reality, I was never in control of any of my plans that I was making. God is the one who's in control. I don't even know about my future day to day, whether I will be alive, whether I will do this or that. I trust God that he is the one who's in control. And I trust that because he's the one in control, the future that he has planned is perfect for his glory and my good. God bless.